What is up, YouTube? I am Cosmic Fro. Today I am back with another Mortal Kombat 1 video for you guys today on the channel. Now I know it's been a long time since I posted my last video, about a month and a half, maybe 2 months now. And that's just because, life happens and, you have to put your focuses on different things. But Mortal Kombat 1 is a game I still hold near and dear to my heart. I still play it all the time with my friends, and I still have a good time on the game. Now, there has been a lot of different patches, different updates to the game, and more than a few characters since I've done a discussion video. Today, what we're really discussing, what we're really talking about is what's next for Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, realistically, when we look at the life cycle of Mortal Kombat 1, I think we're 7 months in now, right? Maybe longer, maybe 9 months, right? September. So if we're in June now, yeah, that's about 9 months since the launch of Mortal Kombat 1, 8 to 9 months, and that's a long time. We just had Final Combat. We saw the competitors play at the highest level for the finals of Year 1 for Mortal Kombat 1. Of course, we still have EVO and plenty of competitive events to see how the meta at the highest level shakes up. But straying away from the competitive talk primarily, let's just talk about the state of the game. How is the game playing? What is the fun aspect right now? What the devs have been posting on Twitter, sort of hinting at certain things and the direction we could be going. I think a lot of people are expecting a story expansion for Mortal Kombat 1, which is really exciting. I too am looking forward to a story expansion, seeing what happens after the Titan battle, at the pyramid and with Titan Havoc. I personally, Mortal Kombat 1 story, looking back on it, thinking about how it started to how it ended, I think the first half of the story, the pacing was fantastic. We had the introductions of characters. It visually looked incredible. All of the cutscenes looked great. And up until after the Living Forest, I think was the best part of the Mortal Kombat story. We got Kenshi and Ermac fighting in the forest, and we had the introduction of Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Smoke at the inn, and then just the inner workings with Bi-Han sort of slowly turning against the forces of order and seeing sort of where the Lin Kuei is going to go. So I'm really excited for this story expansion. The second half of the story is arguable. I don't really like how there are different timelines, each with their own Titan. It sort of nullifies the idea of death or consequence in Mortal Kombat. And personally, I'm just not a big fan of this big, multiversal, the Titans being in all these different universes. It just doesn't work for me personally. There's not a lot of stake in it, and I would love to see them elaborate on this Titan Havoc. Havoc is a character that is opposed to order. He is the Chaos Cleric from what we know, and Havoc in our timeline, our current timeline for Mortal Kombat 1 was extremely underwhelming. The way he got his face was from a pit of lava, little pot of lava, which doesn't make sense at all. How his powers would work, his regenerative factor, while his face is still burnt. I'm not entirely sure why they gave Havoc the backstory they gave him on the character website, and then didn't elaborate further at all. Playing Havoc, powerful voice lines. You hear voice lines that maybe he was supposed to be a bigger threat than he was in the story. And so personally, I would like to see them in the story expansion take the route where Havoc is potentially the actual big bad. Shang Tsung and the multiversal threat of that universe is Shang Tsung, right? Titan Shang versus Titan Lu. That was interesting, but it didn't really do it for me. It was cool to see them sort of, when they initially came back together, it was cool to see that again. But I really do hope we see more with what Havoc could potentially be. And I would personally just like to see more stakes than just one timeline, right? I would like to see a multiversal threat, something that could end all of the universes and bring it back to a contained story. I think that would be great, and I think Havoc could be the one to do that. Maybe Titan Havoc comes in there and comes into our universe with Reiko and the Blood Accords, right, from the MK1 comics. Maybe we could see an elaboration of that story somehow in the Mortal Kombat 1 expansion. But we'll just have to wait and see. This is all just, me having fun and, speculating with you guys. But that's personally what I would like to see from a story expansion. Now, of course, talking about characters and the future for DLC. I would love to see the cyborgs and the cyber initiative come into the game, as well as Noob Saibot. I would love to see Noob Saibot come into the fray. If we get Cyber Frost, or we get Sector and Cyrax, of course, right? That would be amazing. It could be Noob Saibot from a different universe. It could be Bihan Noob Saibot meeting Bihan Sub-Zero, right? So many ways to bring in Noob Saibot into the story of Mortal Kombat 1. That would be exciting. And I'm so looking forward to potentially playing that character. Now, we did have Ed Boon go out on Twitter and do a nice thread just asking the community what they would like to see going forward with Mortal Kombat 1. Talking not only about, just fan favorite characters, but DLC characters, and sort of categorizing them based on their appearances. So, Kratos, Predator, Jason, right? Asking us what sort of we would like to see come into Mortal Kombat 1. And I think a lot of people are really excited for the potential of Kratos and Freddy and Jason and Predator, all of these characters to come back. Me personally, of course, I am a big Predator fan. Is my main in Mortal Kombat X, and I just love that character. But I also love Jason. I love Alien. I love Freddy. I love the idea of a new Kratos as well. There's a lot more guest characters. I could do a whole video just talking about the potential of more guest characters. I've already done one in the past. Maybe I'll have to do an updated one going over the characters we could see. Doom Guy, Ghostface, Pinhead. There's a lot of IP out there, and there have been some leaks, in particular for one character that I'm very excited for, and it could be indicating that we could be seeing more horror characters coming into Mortal Kombat 1, which is really exciting. But of course, we still have Takeda on the horizon. We still have probably another patch with Farah and Takeda, at least one more patch before they get that ball rolling on the next combat pack or story expansion. Personally, I would like to see the story expansion come with 2 characters, and then we get a combat pack with 6 more characters on top of that. So say we get the story expansion, right? And if you beat the story, you acquire, say, Sector and Cyrax, by beating the story like MK9, right? Where you had, characters you had to unlock, like Havoc, right? You beat the story, you unlock Havoc, or you can pay, right? I say if you buy the story expansion for Mortal Kombat 1, you gain access to Sector and Cyrax. Your extra money for the combat pack in a separate purchase, right? For 6 more characters. So I think that would be the way to do it, just so that Sector and Cyrax, they're not taking up 2 spots. As I would personally like to see those characters come as individual characters in the future for Mortal Kombat 1. We need the cyborgs back, NetherRealm. The cyborgs are just completely missing. Obviously the special forces and some characters from the White Lotus and Red Dragon, Black Dragon, right? We're missing a lot of that in Mortal Kombat 1, but that's okay. Maybe they'll flesh it out in the story expansion and give us some characters that we've been really looking forward to, aside from the guest spots that we could see in the combat pack, right? Now, currently with how the game plays, I think there's been really healthy changes, like say with Kung Lao. If you jump on Kung Lao hat, you can block it if you land on it from the air. I think that was a really healthy change while keeping him strong. You have a chargeable low with really good cooldown that goes full screen. I think that's a really good cameo still. You still see Kung Lao in the meta with Shao Kahn. I think Motaro, we saw some play from Shao and Motaro in the final combat from Video Games Yo. And it was really impressive to see how Motaro was able to keep Johnny at bay. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of diversity in the cast. We see Cyrax coming back now with the most recent patch, having it be half a bar for the forward advancing chippable ambush cameo. Really good to have Cyrax back, especially with Chameleon and the like in the meta. We have a lot more character diversity with the introduction of Cyrax, Chameleon. We still have Kano, we have Motaro, we've seen some Sub-Zero play. There's been a lot of diversity at the highest level of Mortal Kombat, and I think if we raise up some of these other cameos to be on that level, maybe we notch the cooldown for Sector, Missile, or Goro, right? We get those cooldowns to be a little bit faster. You would see those characters more, and I think that's the name of the game. When you have more cameos, the better it is. Now, of course, they could go the other direction with Season 2 of Mortal Kombat 1, the Year 2 of Mortal Kombat 1. They could make the base characters stronger, and then sort of have the cameos toned down like Chameleon and like Cyrax just a bit to be on the level of, say, Striker. Because Striker, you know, when you look at Striker compared to some of these other characters, it's kind of rough, right? So yeah, just looking forward to seeing what they decide to do with cameo system going into year 2. Let me know what you guys think, what, you know, personal changes you would like to see to the meta for cameos or base roster characters going into year 2, and what characters you guys would like to see. I'm really looking forward to a story expansion. I want to see how this story is going to pan out. I want to see if they actually make Havoc a cool character, and they just expand the story of Mortal Kombat. I'm just really excited for year 2, guys. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for the video. I'll have more videos coming out soon. Shouts out to Liam O'Brien. You're the best, man. Thank you for, you know, always being there and supporting me. Everybody else who subscribes, thank you so much. And we're almost at 500. So if you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It means more than you know. If I hit 500, like, I'm gonna just lose my mind, you know. I'll probably make a video just in an intro of a video. I'll just go crazy for you guys or something. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the support, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.